Hi guys, driving out here in the garden. It is October 1st of 2022 and this is, let's see, I'm Central California and this is zone 9B technically, but we're in a strange microclimate. But I don't think that's going to matter per se for this particular topic, because I'm going to share with you the different peppers that I grew and then the notes that I have for myself on what to do for next year. That has mainly to do with one surprise pepper and then the sizes. So I was not expecting that the bell peppers were going to be as short as they are. So the bell peppers, the Carmen Italian roaster, and the Serrano peppers, and the Santa Fe Grande. I believe that's all of them. Those are all of my small and medium-sized pepper plants that had gotten to be about 18 inches tall. I kind of expected all of them to be that size, and they were not. So I do have one bell pepper that decided to be precocious and get it up to almost 2 feet, but that's just one. So I don't know if he just managed to get more nutrients than anybody else, or if that was a different, I don't think it was a different variety. They should all be they're either red or yellow peppers. This year I didn't get any oranges. But those are my medium and small pepper plants, so put those, note to self, put those in the front or the middle of the bed, with the taller things in the back. So the taller things that would be in the middle or towards the back would be my Anaheim pepper here. This one was well, all the pepper plants are extremely prolific. So my Anaheim, my Jalapeno, and I had one Italian roaster that just went crazy. He's good. He's the tallest. Actually, the tallest would be the Italian roaster and my Mad Hatter. So those are the talls. So I would put the Jalapeno and the Anaheim in the middle. I would expect, I don't know what the potential of a poblano is. That my attempt to grow that failed, and so did my attempt to grow a shishito, also failed. Let's see. So in terms of, okay, one more thing on height. This Mad Hatter, very tall, sprawled all over the place, and in comparison to all of the other peppers, very spindly. See that stalk? And let's compare that stalk with that stalk. Much sturdier stalks on all of the other peppers. Even the Italian roaster that got almost 3 feet tall, or a little over 3 feet tall, is standing on its own, whereas my Mad Hatter here is sprawling all over the place. It's got like 4 stakes in it, 4 full-size stakes. Oh no, 5 full-size stakes all around it. So yeah, that one was put that one in the way back. If you're going to grow a Mad Hatter, put that one in the way back. Let it have its space. It's going to get tall. It's going to get wide. Expect to stake it up. And I don't mean just the base, because all of these other guys, they're staked at just the base so they don't fall over. And the branches themselves didn't need additional staking this year. And I don't think I've ever seen peppers need additional staking beyond the base to keep them from flopping over. Well, falling over from the weight of the plant. But the Mad Hatter was an exception to that. Let's see, Serrano pepper, that's a spicy pepper. It grew reasonably well. It didn't produce a whole lot. My Santa Fe Grande, boy did that produce well. You can see the unripe peppers are yellow. They turn orange when they're ripe. They're very good. They are kind of mild. An excellent cooking pepper for things. Like I just made an omelet that had a Mad Hatter, a Santa Fe Grande, and a Jalapeno, so that way I had a yellow, a red, and a green in the omelet. It looked really pretty, so I could get lots of color on the plate with that one in there. And I'm gonna definitely grow the Grande again. I don't think I'll grow a Serrano again. I just really didn't need the Serrano. I had 2 different roasters. This is the Carmen roaster here. and you can see the kind of the size they get. This actually, you know, it's late in the season, so these are smaller than they were earlier in the season. So these got to be, you know, relatively big in size, but they were nowhere near the size of the Italian roaster. So I will probably not grow the Carmen again, but I will grow the Italian roaster again, because they're close enough in size, close enough in taste and everything like that. It's yeah. I only need so many peppers in a season. The Anaheims were really good. Those were surprising. I made several soups that I canned up, and then I also made a chile relleno casserole. That was really good. And so those, I think I'll grow those again. Haven't tried just a straight chile relleno or the, you know, the stuffed chilies. I haven't tried that yet, but I've still got time. Jalapeno, well, that's a jalapeno. I actually really like the jalapeno. A lot of people say they're really hot, but I don't find them to be hot if I seed them and then I cook them. If you eat them raw, well, have fun with that, but I don't eat them raw. And so when I cook them up, they don't add a lot of heat to the cooked dishes. Really, they're kind of like bell peppers without the bell pepper side of the pepper taste. I don't know how to describe it. But I love cooking with them. They're my go-to for cooking. But for stuffed peppers or things like that, you can't beat a bell pepper. So I love bell peppers. So they'll definitely be growing bell peppers again. Just positioning them better. The big surprise this year, well, the Italian roaster, that's an Italian pepper. It's a sweet pepper. All the sweet peppers are fairly thin-walled, which makes roasting them interesting, or, you know, trying to skin them interesting. The bell peppers are easy to skin, but the roasters are not so easy. But I did make a roasted pepper paste out of these guys, and that was really good. The surprise this year was the Mad Hatter, which is this funky little shape on these guys. They start out kind of a greenish yellow, and then they turn orange, and then they end up being red. You can eat them at any stage, kind of like a bell pepper. You can eat them when they're green, or you can wait till they're ripened at either red, yellow, or orange. The flavor profile is going to be a little bit different, of course, between unripened and ripened. If you wait till they're ripened, that's when the flavor is just really in full bloom. It's really good. It's another thin-walled pepper. So they would not be great for roasting, but because they are thin-walled, that means they're also thin-skinned. So if you have an issue with skins on peppers, the Mad Hatter's probably, the Mad Hatter or the roasting peppers are probably good choices for that, because the skins don't tend to be as thick on these guys as they are on the thick-walled ones like the jalapeno or the bell peppers or the Santa Fe Grandes. Let's see, the pepper, it's a mild pepper, so you can eat it raw and just kind of get a pepper flavor. But there's also, when it's fully ripe, it got a slight undertone of what I can only describe as fruity. So it's actually a really good just eating pepper. And it's also great for cooking with. So this has been a major surprise. So I really liked that one. So yeah, that's going to be a new staple for me, is this Mad Hatter. It's also extremely prolific, so, which is good because it takes up a lot of room. Okay, so that was my year of peppers and what I noticed about these and growing them. Let's see. Yep, that's been and I didn't have any issues with pests. The only pests I had were those Argentinian ants, which I did a separate video on. Other than that, none of these had any issues with, or chronic issues with, you know, pests or sensitivity to whatever. It didn't get hot here, so I know I'm technically in zone 9B, but it just doesn't really get that hot. I think our hottest day this year was like 85. So if you're in an area that's very high heat, high humidity, I don't know how they're gonna do. They were very happy here. That's all I can say. But the taste should be good. Should be the same no matter what zone you happen to be in. yeah, so that was my experience with this year's pepper harvest. So y'all have fun in your gardens and keep experimenting. Bye.